My name is Alex. I'm a programmer, and if you're not a programmer, you may not be aware that every image on the internet is required to have an alt tag, which is an image description. When you're browsing and looking around the web, you'll see a bunch of images. You won't ever see the alt description unless you're using an assistive technology, like a screen reader. But it's there. As a programmer, we get used to writing alt descriptions, and that's one of the requirements of our job. But some people leave off the alt descriptions. Even though it's required, they still leave it blank. And that's what we're going to rectify today. So I have a friend. He sent me several images. I've never seen them before. And we're going to write alt descriptions for those images. And yeah, let's do it. All right, so we have a family circus. That's a comic strip on the newspaper that, at least in my family, is known for being particularly shitty. But it's dysfunctional family circus. We have the dad and his son, and he's dropping some sort of bag that's shaking into the water from a rowboat. I can see how kittens might grow into catfish, but how do they get out of the bag is a little boy's question. All right.
Family Circus newspaper comic strip can be recognized by its saccharine sweet art style, except the title actually reads Dysfunctional Family Circus, and there are hints of tampering in the artwork. The father smiles sweetly. He and his toddler son are in a rowboat, and he is holding a wriggling sack over the water. The boy is asking his father a question. Caption reads, I can see how kittens might grow into catfish, but how do they get out of the bag?
Okay. Next. What the hell is that? So it's an illustration. It looks like it's from an ancient book, and I could even see through the paper to the other side, and there's a bunch of old English-looking writing happening. It's like a rooster. I mean, it looks like a rooster, but it has like long feathers coming out like a mustache. Oh my god, it's such a weird photo. It has little tiny short wings. There's no way it's gonna fly. And then of course the tail, it's sort of its anus area, it's kind of puckered up, and the tail really just shoots out of there in a very... How the hell am I going to describe this?
An illustration of a rooster appears in an ancient handwritten manuscript, except the author has clearly never seen a real rooster, or perhaps the rooster has mythical attributes that set it apart from a true rooster. Feathers protrude randomly from its face. Its butt is plump and round, like a donut, and its long and smooth tail protrudes. A drawing of a stick of wheat gives a sense of its scale. It's looking back at us as if to show off its ass.
Have I signed up for too much? Alright, so we got a dude. He looks like sort of young, like not crazy young. And he has like a gauge piercing in his lips. Where's that? Is he? Okay. No. He's holding a key ring in his lips, and he has a gauge piercing under his lips. He's covered in piercings. I mean, there's piercings everywhere. And then the main thing is that a snake is crawling through his face.
A grainy selfie of a dude whose face is covered in piercings features a snake crawling through a giant hole in his lips.
Alright, so we're on to the last one. I'm just going to do 4 because this has taken more out of me than I expected. And so let's see the last one. So it looks like a screenshot. It looks like, what is this? Is this Twitter? I think it's Twitter. Maybe I'll check. I wonder why they pulled him over. And then there's a photo, and the photo has like a truck, a pickup truck, and And there's like stickers on the back windows that say "Cops suck dick," and then and then the caption says, "I wonder why they pulled him over." Laughing smiley face. And then there's another person responded, and he said, "Probably to suck his dick." So it's very important that we write image descriptions so that you can accurately understand.
A Twitter screenshot shows a photo of a police car behind the truck with giant stickers on its back windows which read, "Cops suck dick." The caption on Twitter reads, "I wonder why they pulled him over." The top response reads, "Probably to suck his dick."
Cool. So that concludes the video today. It's very important that we write image descriptions so that people with disabilities are able to understand the content that we're sharing. And many of you have left off your image descriptions, but it's okay because I'll come along, I'll write some descriptions, and I'll fix the issue. And so that's what a good programmer does. Hopefully you learned something today, and until next time, see you.